Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle Adjacent by Night Fractured. As a warning, this is a mature game and explores some dark and troubling themes. These may include body horror, gore, violence, loss of character agency, gaslighting, mind control, and many others. Our players have discussed consent and boundaries, and we collectively avoid situations that may be triggering. Players will always let me know if anything gets uncomfortable by using yellow and red cards in our private chat. So if you as a viewer ever feel uncomfortable or triggered, please pause and step away. Our streams are always going to be available on YouTube after the game, so you can always come back to an episode when you feel ready. Thank you for our wonderful host and sponsor, Level Up Dice, for giving us the opportunity to share our story with you. Please support them by purchasing their exquisite dice or by spreading the word about them on social media. And this week, we've got the Ventru, and that is ridiculously out of focus. It's Ventru. You can trust me. There's like a sword and a scepter there.
Is it for any particular reason?
No.
Oh.
Do you want it to be? It's because Brennan is here as Charlotte. So
nice segue.
Charlotte's Ventru. I'm not at that part yet, though. So it's a bad segue.
No, bad segue.
Also, our sponsor, Dogmite Games. Dogmite Games is the best gaming company you've never heard of. They combine craftsmanship with artistry to create truly unique pieces of functional art for your game. From dice boxes and rolling trays to fully sculpted Valhalla screens for GMs, each piece is created on site in their workshop in Michigan by a devoted team of craftsmen. And, as per usual, I've got the Gangrel one.
Banging and banging.
And Gangrel, if you hear this ever, let us know, and then we can get you in to play a game as a Gangrel. As Gangrel playing as Gangrel? I don't know what's going on. And now it's time to introduce the vampires. This is the segue. Let's go with Brennan.
Hello, I'm Brennan. I play Charlotte. She's not a gangrel. In fact, she's a Ventru. I'm hearing that bad stuff's happening elsewhere, but everything, I feel like we, as a fractured unit, a fractured but whole, if you will, we're coming together and healing outside of the influence of toxic women.
That's a way of summing it up, I suppose. And Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill. I am playing Harley the Nosferatu, and while the spiritual enema that Socks gave us was nice,
Spiritual enema.
I'm ready to get up to our stereotypical adjacent by night bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. And if I'm pointing in the right direction, Zach?
Up. Yes.
Zach will be joining us at a dramatically appropriate moment. So, when last we saw these particular vampires, they were out in the desert. They were at a trailer park near, I believe it was Y, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Why?
Where?
What?
Why in Arizona?
So, they were on a spiritual journey. And not sure they all got the answers that they were seeking, but some answers were provided. If you want, you can go to YouTube that way.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go to YouTube. The link is going to be up over there to basically see what's going on there. What happened in that particular episode. They were joined by Socks the Salubri, played by Elise Hawes, who was amazing always when Elise shows up. And yeah, so they basically got some answers. So this will be the next evening. So I'm going to get a rouse check from both of you.
Are ya?
Oh, we are, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes, man.
And this puts me at, I think, hunger 4.
Yeah, you should probably eat something.
Yeah.
You're going to be hearing that in just a second.
I'm so hungry.
So, what
You said
Harley...
all that weed blood.
Got the munchies, yo!
Yeah. So what Harley hears is... Eat something.
Yeah. Oh,
Fuck's sakes.
I know. I hear you. You and
No,
I.
I don't... Are you sure? Check... you're an Nosferatu. You live in the fucking sewers. Clean your ears out every once in a while. Fuck's sakes.
But no, you and I are in agreement. We're hungry.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It took you this long to figure that out. Good job. You want a hero cookie? Because there's no fucking blood in those.
Oh, did Sox's gold... Oh, I lost Sox's gold star. Or was it... No, or did Charlotte give that to me? I don't fucking remember. Last night was such a goddamn trip. Oh, God. We're still in this trailer park, though. And because of bad choices and decision-making, there's bound to be someone asleep right now.
Yeah,
at this time of night. So before we go about our business, we're gonna take care of this, all right?
Like all of this?
No, we can't do that.
Can't and won't are two different things. You realize that, yeah?
You want to, I won't. Don't want to.
You won't want to? Man, your grammar sucks when you're hungry.
Need a Snickers.
And that's the last you hear about that. Charlotte, on the other hand, was just hanging out. Zero hunger.
And it's zero hunger for a while now.
You almost missed your beast. It's,
I know. I'm the only one that gets along with him.
yeah. Well, on top of which, there's a feeling that you would usually get when you were hungry. Or you were... When you've gone down to zero hunger before, it's kind of like the feeling of being at home on a Sunday when you work like a 9-to-5 job, where it's like you have the day off, sure, but you know that eventually something's going to show up time-wise that you don't really want to do.
Luckily for me, I haven't worked a 9-to-5 in 50 years.
Well, there's that too.
I work much longer hours.
Yeah. You're a venture. Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, except you work pretty much nonstop
of my unlife.
Well, then technically it all varies off of like the time of the year as well. You actually get less working time during the summer versus the winter.
It's true.
So, on top of that, there's just the two of you in this particular trailer.
Look at us.
Hi, hello, ma'am. Socks left. I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be. There's two notes actually where Socks and where Charlie would have been sleeping.
Oh, let's read the notes.
Yes, let's.
They're both for us.
The note from Socks. You've never actually seen this particular symbol before, but there's like 3 eyeballs in kind of a pyramid pattern.
I can put that together.
And there's like it looks like a hand doing a peace sign. It's almost like ridiculous hieroglyphics.
I was going to say, are these hieroglyphs?
Oh no, that's the salute. I do you think I could recognize that as the Salubra clan symbol?
What is your occult rating?
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
This doesn't. It looks like the Salubri clan symbol, but it's been clearly scrawled out in like a shitty Bic pen on like lined paper.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, ma'am, this is the clan symbol for Fox's bloodline, and then you got the
So they're hieroglyphs.
Well, yeah, they're sigils. Hieroglyphs. Well, I mean, the nerd shit. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yes, please. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
If I wanted to learn today, I would have went to school.
Yes. So what's on the rest of Sox's note?
That's literally all of Sox's note.
Okay. What's the other note?
The other note is from Charlie. That note says, "Gone exploring, maybe Vegas."
I see that Sox took to Charlie well.
Then there's a lot of numbers.
He's out getting some fresh air. He's being independent and doing his own thing, taking some me time.
Okay, I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. As far but what's the but?
You know what this means.
Gambling.
This means we can go on a Harley Charlotte adventure by ourselves.
I've been waiting for this, actually, a very, very long time.
It's going to be just like old times, except for not in my office. That is a closet.
Right, because we haven't had some quality you and me time, like
yeah. So
ever.
Google some place. Google a place. We'll go there.
How about I'm not even gonna. A storyteller. Would there be something like an all night like go-kart track open in the area?
That is a good question, which I am Googling now.
Oh. Take creative liberty with it.
Let's see. There's... Oh, wow. Okay. Where is Y in here? Just trying to find Y, and then I'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Why?
They speak English and why?
What?
Huh?
Why ain't no city I ever heard of? They speak English and why?
Do you speak English and why? Let's just say that you were... Okay, so it was like you were going to be near Vegas, I believe, somewhere.
If there's not, is there some weird, like, giant ball of rubber bands?
There's the Mojave Valley Raceway near Mojave City, which is pretty much on the way from anything that you're in Arizona to get to Las Vegas.
And we can do go-karts.
It's what it said.
Yes.
Google go-karts, and that popped up.
Yes. And I show the this could be fun.
I've always wanted to learn how to drive.
Me too. This could be an adventure and a half.
Let's not know how to drive all the way over
there. What are we gonna do about Trevor and Father Murphy and Floppy and everyone else? I mean, are they...
Stick notes to them. Charlie will get them eventually.
Okay.
This is the Harley Charlotte adventure. It'll all work out. It'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Throw caution to the wind. No prep. We're going to the fucking go-karts. But
yeah, here I take a post-it note and I write gone go-karting, and then I stick it to the wall.
Before we leave, though, I need to get a bite or two.
Oh, easy.
So.
Oh, you need them to sleep?
Yeah, but we're in a trailer park. There's bound to be someone nearby that.
Yeah, just don't get one of the meth ones. They're asleep for the wrong reasons.
Oh. Shit. Yeah. I'm gonna have to be a little. I'll be discerning.
I'll help you. It'll be part of the adventure.
Okay. You could use this as practice for the charity.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll find someone whose light is still on. We'll knock. You can do the pitch. Put them to sleep. I do what I need to do, and then we go-karting. That work?
Let's do it.
Yes. Storyteller, I would like to enact this plan as so described.
All right. So you wander out of the camper, and Father Murphy is outside tending a kind of smaller fire.
Hey, Padre.
So you're both awake then?
Yeah, what's up?
I've been awake for a while.
Right. So what are we doing? Like, are we... The other one kind of woke up and wandered off.
Yeah.
You are staying out of trouble, Father. Me and him have important kindred business to tend to.
It's the end of the world, Padre, and we got shit to handle.
Okay. Do you need help?
No, not right now.
Later.
Yeah.
This is the first act of the plan, which you can't know about because we don't want it getting out anywhere. We're very important, you see.
Who am I going to tell?
God. God's a leaky ship.
So you think if I tell God, God will tell other people your secret vampire plan?
Yeah, God's been telling people the good news like for centuries.
How is anything you two get up to good news?
We're turning over a new leaf. We're enacting on evangelism, charity, all of the other buzzwords that the church likes to toss around when they're asking for money.
Yeah, I can help with that.
Yeah.
That's literally my wheelhouse.
You know what? Actually, ma'am, let's bring Padre along for the very first part of Act 1.
That's the first part.
Well, I mean, no, I meant let's do what we need to do here with Father Murphy, and then we go do our super secret kindred plan.
He can't do the super secret kindred plan. He's not a part of the vampire bloodline.
Right. Yet. I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, you sleep with dogs, you get fleas.
Yeah.
Not implying that you sleep with dogs.
Not joining your bloodline.
No, I wouldn't. I don't wish this on anybody.
Sorry, I had to throw that in.
So I'd say, Father Murphy, we're gonna do some campground evangelism. You're gonna tag along.
Sure.
And then we'll be on our way.
So are we preaching to people in the campground?
Yes.
Really boring sermon that'll put them to sleep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna start wandering around looking for a camper, RV, trailer, whatever that they appear to still be awake.
There's a few of those.
The one that doesn't necessarily seem to have a party going on.
There's less of those.
Okay. A little more laid back and subdued.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one that's kind of nearby that's easy enough to walk up to.
And I'm gonna look at Charlotte and Father Murphy. You want me to do the honors, or?
I'll knock. Knock, knock.
There's... Yeah, you can do Foley work.
Ooh, good job.
It takes a couple seconds, but eventually, like, someone comes over and opens the door, and it's not necessarily a super older gentleman, but he's like probably early 50s, give or take.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Pardon the intrusion, but have you heard the good news?
No. Did they like lower the rates of like renting a plot here or something?
How much are the rates of renting a plot here? Just
it's like $100 a month.
That's a bit much for just sitting in your own vehicle on a plot of land that wouldn't be used otherwise.
We've been talking to them about it, but they won't. They're thinking about raising it.
Harley, find out who owns this plot of land.
I will do that, actually. And I get onto my phone, and I'm going to start actually looking up who owns
the internet here is incredibly slow. It is, at your current hunger level, rage-inducing.
You could probably hear like the OtterBox on Harley's phone creaking.
Yeah, but you eventually find it. It's like just some blah name, John Smith.
Oh yeah, it's some like corporation. They own some land here. I did it. They're some local retiree.
Okay, please inform Sandra that we'll be buying this company.
Okay. Will do.
Anyways, the good news is that you're going to get a great night's sleep right now. Go to bed.
And since you're using Dominate on a mortal, they basically... They fall... Because the way the campers are kind of set up is that you kind of have the smaller steps to get down to the door. So he's kind of leaning over, opening the door to begin with. So he basically just kind of topples out.
And Harley's like right there to snatch him up.
But yeah, you got a phone and an OtterBox. You just toss that shit aside.
I drop the phone and snatch him.
Yeah.
And
I'll stick my head in the trailer and be like, "Hello, anybody else home? Is this a widower?"
James, is that you?
Yes, honey. Please come here.
Put her to sleep. And I latch.
Give me a frenzy check. Willpower plus half of your humanity, which isn't that much of a bonus.
I get an extra 2 dice.
That's not that much of a bonus.
It's better than 0.
That's true.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
The woman comes over. Yeah, you're easily able to resist frenzy. Comes over to, yes, dear. Oh, what are you doing to my...
James actually just got the best night's sleep of his life, and you're going to do that too. Go to bed. I'll catch her because I feel bad now.
And I'm only going to take 1 from him.
Okay.
And I'm going to take him into the camper, and I'm going to set him down on the floor gently. And I'm going to take the woman from Charlotte, and I'm going to feed from her too.
Okay.
And from her, I'm going to take 2.
Dang, what do you hate, women?
Wow.
Don't answer that.
There's no response to that'll come out.
Just
I'm noticing some repressed feelings, maybe towards a female figure in your life.
Someone who's a little Harley has mommy issues with Elena. Yeah, God.
Yeah, you hear from outside, like, the shadowy one.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's kind of like his mom's sister.
what?
It's complicated.
This isn't going to be part of your religious thing, is it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And
Yeah, just that's weird.
and now that I'm down to hunger 1, okay. Show on the road, super secret vampire plan.
Okay.
So, Padre,
Let's put him in bed.
help me get them to bed, and then we'll be on.
All right.
Is this room dirty?
It's kind of dirty. Yeah. Well, it's not dirty in like it's not completely filthy, but it's just like there's a bit of clutter here and there. There's like the one seat that has like the TV guide. Kind of.
I'd like to straighten things up in here.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to straighten things up?
You do not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you do
I'm not doing a deep grease clean or anything. I'm just gonna
Dex and cleaning roll.
We're conscientious dinner guests. Put them to bed, clean the place up a little bit. Yeah.
There's a few dishes in the sink as well.
I feed so infrequently that I feel like I just need to treat people that are getting fed on really well.
Yeah, so it takes maybe half an hour to do the spot clean.
See, we did a mitzvah.
I don't know what that is.
Good deed.
Okay.
Like a bar mitzvah, but like on a smaller scale, I guess.
With less bar?
Yeah.
There's also bots. So less bots.
That's for girls, and you wouldn't go to one of those, would you?
No. Well, maybe. No. Anyway. No. Anyways.
We'll talk about this on our adventure.
Super secret vampire plan. So,
Right.
yeah, Harley
So
grabs his phone and finishes the text to Sandra. Because he was in the middle of setting it typing it up when the sleep thing happened. And then on our way.
if Sandra had been watching for like the 30 minutes, there'd be like the ... It's like, what the fuck does this guy want? How long is this message that he's typing? So before you go, though, Father Murphy's like, so where am I going again?
This was it. We just needed to give him some food before we went on our secret business.
No, I don't quite think you understand. Our vehicle is back there on the road in the middle of nowhere. We're here, and we don't have a means of transportation.
Oh, you don't need a vehicle. I own this plot of land now. This is home.
Soon. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night. Courthouse
Oh,
won't
yeah.
open until tomorrow. But, yeah. I mean, we're near civilization now, Padre. I'm sure we could get AAA to run you out there and take care of that. And you can take the vehicle back to here.
All right. So what are you guys going to be doing?
Super secret vampire plan.
Right. And he mutters something, and he goes off with his phone to call AAA.
He's being churlish, ma'am.
Yeah, he is.
A what?
He's being churlish. He's being mouthy.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. Hey, Padre, you got an issue or something here that we need to work out before we take off?
No.
Okay, just if you sounded like you had something to say when you were walking away and didn't want to say it too loudly. And
yeah, you're a bit old to be a teenager.
Yeah.
There's more muttering as he's walking.
Stop muttering! Or you're grounded, father.
Then you hear he's a bit further, like he's not stopping. He's walking further away, and you can hear as if he's like kind of yelling over his shoulder, like, "You're not my real mom."
He's learning.
They all have a rebellious phase. It's fine.
You know, you would think that we've spent enough time away from them that would have worn off by now, but I guess it's getting worse. You know, you don't need to compensate. Guess so. If I was at Hungerville. All right, so
you'd have aggravated damage and still be at Hunger 4.
All right, so he's gonna take care of the car. We need to go get our go-kart on before we go track down Charlie.
Yes.
So let's. I don't know if Y is big enough for an Uber to drive us from here to there.
What do we need an Uber for? Can I look around the apartment that I just cleaned for keys?
Yeah.
Oh. Bingo. Okay.
I get to drive because it's my car on my land.
That works. I like that.
Does it though? Is that how that works?
Not at all.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Welcome to America.
So,
God bless America.
you both go outside. You kind of glance around. Near the trailer, but not attached to the trailer, is an old pickup. It's an old Ford, basically 1983 Beetle.
Charlotte's going to run up to it and then attempt to slide over the hood of the car.
Give me a Dex in athletics.
Charlotte's
Yes.
shitbox.
I'm going to make you roll for this. That is probably a laugh of like athletics. What's that skill?
I got 1, which is pretty good.
Given the complexity of what you wanted to do, what is Charlotte wearing at the moment?
Business attire,
Like a pantsuit?
pantsuit, heels.
There's like now 2 very large gashes across the hood where your heels kind of dug in a little bit.
Speed holes.
I'll get that fixed.
No, it helps like cool off the engine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like a Hot Wheels.
Yes.
I'll still get it fixed.
Let's hope it fucking runs first.
I stick the key in the ignition.
This is definitely not a vehicle that you're kind of used to.
It's a
This
stick
is-
shift.
It is, in fact, a vehicle.
It is in fact a vehicle, but it is the interior of it is not exactly up to Ventru and or Toreador like appropriate levels of
Is there a dip can in the cup holder?
yeah. Yeah, there's like the kind of bangles of things like air fresheners hanging off the rear view mirror. The seat itself is in a state of semi disrepair. Like there's a spring that's sticking out. The truck itself has a seat that goes all the way across the like cab of the truck, and there's a spring that's sticking out in the middle somewhere. The radio is practically non-existent. It's there, but you have no idea what it. There's like a wire hanging out of it, and there's the dip can. There's what seems like it could be oil like marks on the floor where there is a floor, because in the passenger side there's a bit of a hole.
Yay!
Isn't this great? We're getting the full American experience, Harley.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Yeehaw!
And it does in fact turn over.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. It doesn't sound great, but it is running.
Can I bump the radio and see what starts playing?
Country music.
Nice.
We have to stay on theme. As horrible as this is for both of us, we have to stay on theme.
Is there a cowboy hat in the back?
There can be.
There is.
There's a cowboy hat. There's two. His and hers.
Harley puts on hers. Actually, no. Yeah. Well, yeah. We would have. Yeah. Well, unless Harley wanted to make up for the taking more from the.
Put on the hers.
Yep.
I'm buck tonight.
Yep.
Yeah. These cowboy hats are weird. And I can say this because I grew up in the middle of nowhere, and my parents actually had ridiculous cowboy hats like this.
You're from Bret Hart, Canada.
Yeah. They are kind of, it seems like it's kind of a plasticky material, but it's semi-flexible, and the hers is like pinkish with like, they've got kind of like a row around it that could be leather, maybe, possibly. And the guy's head for Charlotte's head is way too big. Yeah, it comes down to like here on your nose, unless you like tip your head back really far, and then it's like resting on your forehead.
Off to a good start. I like the vibes. The vibes are immaculate.
Yes.
So you're taking off in the truck
to the go-kart track.
Has Charlotte had much experience driving trucks before?
She's had no experience driving anything before.
Well, this is going to be fun. You can't figure out... actually, give me an intelligence and drive roll. Of which
that's a number I don't have off the top of my head.
Of which you don't have any drive, from what I recall.
No drive.
Yeah, just give me an intelligence.
Good intelligence. Three successes.
It takes you a couple seconds, but you eventually figure out that there's like a thing on the right hand side that actually, if you pull it towards you and then you slide it down, that's when the little thing on the dash goes over to drive.
Yeah, I need D for Durango.
And then you start driving.
It's an automatic.
It is an automatic.
Thank goodness.
It's going to take you a little bit of time to get up to the Mojave Valley. So is there anything the both of you are doing or having conversations about whilst this is happening?
I'm checking in on the Cleopatra thing to see if she's gotten any information back yet.
There's a bit of information. Mm-hmm. Refresh the viewers as to what you were looking for.
All right, so Harley spent some time digging into Father Murphy. Found nothing in open source intelligence. There's traces of him in SI databases. Harley is trying to sort out every detail that he can about this guy, because he was a ghost up until 2 weeks ago in any information systems. And so he asked Cleopatra, the Nosferatu Primogen of Seattle, to do her own due diligence and look into the guy.
There's a few things For anybody who's playing the home game, the images that are uploaded to like a Google Drive folder, or not a ShrekNet type equivalent, the images kind of look like the front of any Vampire the Masquerade book, where it's just kind of like there's a thing here that has some scribbling on it, and then there's a picture down here in a different type thing. And there's a few of them that have like kind of, it looks like they tried to write with a mouse on the picture itself. And there's like stuff from about a month ago. There's a picture of what possibly could be Father Murphy. It's kind of a not super detailed, it's grainy, but it is a picture of and somebody in like tactical gear.
Okay.
And it's a picture that kind of, it's taken down a hallway, so you can sort of see part of his face, and there's question marks kind of drawn on it. And one of the kind of things that's written underneath it, it's basically chicken scratch, as anybody who would have written something with a mouse would be able to tell you. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like Cleopatra's trying to say Bruja Haven, question marks. And then there's a couple other people with tactical gear that happen to be behind the Father Murphy person. Mm-hmm. That's there. And then there's a picture of someone taken from like a kind of a Google, not a Google Street Map type thing, but kind of like the Google Street View.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going into a facility that says Pentex on it. And it was 3 weeks ago.
Damn it. It all comes back around. Those are the only pictures.
There's a few other kind of things, like there's a few others of him in tactical gear, but it almost, and there's like a text document in the Google thing, and the text document says, "This is all I could find." From the looks of it, about 3 weeks ago, he was loaded into a Pentex building, and then he came out maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and there was an attack. Apparently there was a large amount of lupine activity in the area. Okay. Beyond that, I can't find anything.
All right, so out of character here, the chain of events that I've got is the earliest picture that she found was him going into the Pentex building, and then
no. The first one is the
SI raid.
The SI raid.
Okay, so that's a month ago, and then about a week after would be him going into Pentex.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So as we're driving down, I'm going through my phone, and I was just kind of making small talk about like NFTs and crypto with Charlotte, just random garbage. And then I'm going
my beast
through.
Won't shut up about it.
So what does your beast tell you to do?
Like go all in on Dogecoin, which I feel like isn't a good idea. Like he was a very smart man in the 40s, but like I don't know. I think he's lost a step or two.
Well, see, those were all like old YOLO plays from last year. Right now, I mean, the economy is not all that hot.
I feel like he was the YOLO player of his time.
that might be the case. And see, but now, I mean, shit, algorithms do all the trading. It'd be worth seeing if he could actually hang now.
Can we get a robot?
Well,
why don't we have a robot? Doesn't Google have a robot with feelings?
Well, no, that was also that was like a publicity thing.
Can we get a robot with feelings?
Well, about that.
Maybe with a huge RAM?
Only the floppiest of hard drives, as they say. We can work on the robot. We're kind of migratory, though, so, like, where are we going to get it shipped?
Yeah, that's true.
This is kind of like the big hang-up that I'm having with the charity. It's like, where... I mean, I got to figure out how I'm going to register and in what state, and I
did just buy a plot of land.
Okay, and here we shall build our kingdom, etc., and so forth. There, but for the grace of God, go we. Okay, there. We've got residency here in the States now.
It's feeling a little culty, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, you're not planning on going all Jim Jones, are you?
No.
Okay. I mean, because that's...
Jonestown is a step too far. Maybe Branch Davidian?
Less Jesus-y. Maybe more... Well, I mean...
I don't hate the idea of having an armed congregation.
They do come in handy. But at what point in time... I mean, we have to work on the messaging and the tone.
Yeah, I don't want to sleep with everybody's wives. Only a couple of them.
I mean, how do you think Father Murphy would take all that?
He's Catholic. I'm Protestant.
Okay. so hey, this could be like, the charity could be like a big like ecumenical thing, like the Protestants and the Catholics getting back together.
Oh, that's good. That's a good sell.
Yeah.
I bet you the Pope would be into that.
I'll see if I can get a hold of Frankie.
Yeah. We know somebody that knows Frank.
Maybe. Oh, but hey, since we're on the topic of Father Murphy, Cleopatra came through.
Mm-hmm. Is he a ninja?
He was part of the SI. I do have...
I never expected the Spanish Inquisition.
The second Spanish Inquisition... SSI. Nah, SI is just better.
Yeah, I could have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. But, I'm not going to show you the pictures because you're driving and all that, but no, he's all like kitted up in riot gear with a tactical team raiding what Cleopatra thought was a Bruja haven.
Catholic riot gear?
Well, yeah, and I'm assuming you can see like the First Light or Society of Leopold branding on the...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely like symbols that are...
So what do you think? They kicked him out? Took his memories away? Or is he a sleeper agent? A Manchurian candidate?
About that. The next week, remember how he said he had that conflict of conscience?
Yeah.
The next week, Cleopatra got a picture of him walking into a Pentex building.
So he was making corn?
We never did settle that. We never did. I wonder what...
Pentex is a big company. There's a lot of things going on there.
Yeah, that's a blast from the past. I wonder whatever happened with that.
With the corn? They probably threw it, shucked it, put it on a cob.
Well, I meant as far as... But they were doing things with the corn, remember?
Yeah, very Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm. But... So the next week, he goes into a Pentex building, and we'll say he's in there for about a week. 2 weeks later, he pops up in the church, no memory.
Okay.
So, my theory, maybe there was an arrangement. He wanted out. Pentex gave him a scrub. I mean, they do that weird super science, occult, magic bullshit. Stands to reason they could totally wipe his memory.
That seems reasonable, and in that situation, we don't have to worry about him. Just a wayward little guy.
And Pentex would have the capabilities of wiping him from existence digitally.
Yeah, there's not exactly a lot of people that can do that.
But Pentex, one of the few orgs who could pull it off. So there. My curiosity stated he's not Jesus. He's a normal, relatively speaking human.
Well, to be fair, Jesus was a normal, relatively speaking human for a bit.
It's all in the marketing.
Good marketing.
Which, things always have a way of coming back around, though.
He was born again.
So, I think if we come to Charlie with this information, I'm pretty sure Charlie's going to be okay with it. I would hope he's going to be okay with it.
Couldn't imagine what he'd see a problem with.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody going their own way and doing whatever it takes to be good is kind of up his alley.
Mm-hmm.
Inspirational, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, one last thing. I was like reading, like that document was like the last thing I was reading. The Pentex thing, it looked like the werewolves raided it. And that's
before or after?
Like maybe while he was in. I forgot to mention that. That's actually a particular detail that could. We'll run it back. We'll feed that info to Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure he was in Pentex because of his conflict. And for whatever reason, the werewolves came and he got out, whether Pentex released him or the werewolves freed him or he found the opportunity to escape. Doesn't matter. But memories
either way, he looks clean in this.
I'm content with that.
Yeah. Don't we all feel better now?
I mean, I feel better knowing that Charlie's probably not going to have that big of an issue now.
Yeah.
That should help.
So what's the next thing to worry about then?
Whether or not the go-kart track is open when we get there.
Yes! And I swerve because I don't know how to drive with one hand.
And I would say we probably just pass the rest of the time with small talk until we get to the go-karts.
So, once you get to the go-karts, actually, I was delaying. I don't know if Zach's ready or not yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading that. We can cut this part out. But if Zach's not ready, we can go from here.
Okay. I'm going to do one of these thingies so I don't miss it when I'm scrubbing next time like I did that other... Ah, there. Okay.
So, you're continuing to drive down the road. It's going to take you a while to get to the go-karts. You're making small talk here and there. And things are peaceful out here.
Place is open at least.
You're not even close yet.
Oh.
You're still driving.
Oh.
along the highway. You have to go pretty much across most of the state to get there.
What's stopping us from just being like Socks and just living out in the desert?
The fact that Charlie would probably hunt us down and do bad things.
Make us work.
Or worse. I mean, it's appealing. To be perfectly
honest. Like, this is nice. We can just go from go-kart to go-kart. I have enough money to last, like, at least 5 lifetimes.
And
assuming that none of my money continues to make money, which it will.
You're a smart investor.
Yeah. I could just put Sandra in charge of the company. She's basically just a puppet of flesh anyway. Maybe even give Trevor a promotion.
You'd be able to continue living the rest of your own life like that, though, knowing that we've left them behind.
I just feel like if fate's going to keep on chasing us, then we just outrun it and, we'll meet up with them eventually and then we'll run away.
I Fate, I think, has a way, though, of tacking on compounding interest when it does catch up to you, though. We'd run into them again, but we'd probably regret every minute that we spent.
Yeah, when the Savage, Vorgs us.
Ma'am, how worried are you about them, honestly?
I'm as worried as anybody, but they're adults well older than me. They can make their own decisions.
Okay. Because I'm personally divided. I'm liking the calm. I'm liking the quiet. But I'm missing everything else.
Obviously, I miss my friends, but it's not very friendly of me to shackle them to me, right?
Right. I can't get over my worry. I know that they're fine, that Cervantes wouldn't let anything happen to him, but on the other hand, Elena can be unpredictable when she's hard pressed. I mean, obviously, kill every motherfucker in the room is the go-to, but it's the after is where things are. She has the potential to do a lot of damage.
Do you believe in the whole rock bottom thing?
Yeah. But for us, rock bottoms, there's no going back from it. There is a quantifiable rock bottom for us kindred. And it's Wassail. And there's no coming back from it.
That's true. I guess that does make it difficult, and I guess that's why we worry, right?
Right. It's just, yeah, I mean, back when, I was alive, I mean, things are different now. in society versus what they were like back then. But with her, it's going to be really, really hard for her to catch herself. Hell, it's going to be hard for the both of them to catch themselves now that they've done what they've done.
Yeah, they really could have used a chaperone. That would have solved a lot of the problems. It should have been me.
Yeah, it should have been you. You were the only one who... Actually, yeah, you were the only one who would have been able to maintain some control, or at least you could force it if you needed to.
Well, I'll feel very bad when everything goes badly. If I find out that it goes badly.
So we're back to just driving. We toss our cell phones out the window. We just go.
It'd be a lot harder to find out with that phone.
And it'd be a lot harder for people to track us down. Do you want to do it?
I don't not want to do it.
Give me a reason I shouldn't throw my phone out the window right now.
I think it would make you way cooler right away. But devil's advocate. Building what's the opposite of a straw man? Steel man?
Sure.
Steel man argument. The fate of the world is actually on our shoulders, and if we don't continue to bash our heads against the emotional wall that is our friends, then the world will end and it will be our fault. Can you live with that?
No, I can't. When you put it so plainly, yeah. And I mean that's some heavy shit, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, God.
Kane, Set, Lilith, whichever one of you fucks is listening right now. Okay, we haven't been spitting. Alright.
It's because they know it sucks.
And I can empathize with why the girls left too. The shackled to destiny shit. I fucking hate it as much as Cassandra does, but on the other hand, I mean, hey, we're fucking vampires, and we're supposed to like completely disregard supernatural important things and details and events. I mean, I'm not like saying I'm honor bound to go charging into the fiery pits of Gehenna, but I don't know.
Well, we've been proven that we have to play by the rules over and over again, so if you're supposed to charge into the battles of Gehenna, then you're gonna. So why not just coast until you end up there?
And coasting right now is the go-karts and whatever Charlie's gotten himself up to. Oh, that's one other thing that I meant to look at earlier. There are all those numbers on that note. I meant to circle back around to that, and I never did.
Okay.
So what do you want me to roll to decipher them?
It's a Sudoku.
Give me an intelligence and what would math be? Science? Let's go with science. It's probably a fairly good roll, but
no, it's not. I've got my 4 intelligence. That's all I'm rocking.
The difficulty on this is going to be ridiculously high.
That's 2 successes. So yeah, no.
Well,
let me take a crack at it while I'm driving.
Those are numbers.
They're numbers. Harley's probably gonna grab the wheel.
Grab the wheel. I'm actually surprisingly good at maths.
Nosferatu, take the wheel.
Nosferatu, Jesus, take the wheel.
I mean, if Father Murphy was here, Jesus would be your co-pilot. So
Yeah.
That's 5 successes.
Yep, those are numbers. You're
Numbers.
you're looking at it, and you grab the sheet of paper while Harley is trying to like reach over and steer. And you put the overhead light on, and you kind of flip the paper around. Yeah, those are numbers. Like you've seen trig before, and you're like, this could be that doesn't, like, it goes down the way, and then it's like, no, that's not at all. Then you get a feeling that you need to stop.
I don't stop.
And the further you drive on,
driving, I have the power.
The further you drive on, the more you kind of get this. It's almost like a buzzing in the back of your head that you should be not driving right now, and you should slow down or stop.
Am I getting it too, or just her?
Just her.
Okay.
I feel like a destiny.
Shit.
I'm gonna keep driving.
It's intensifying.
Ma'am, are you all right?
It's like a bug in my brain.
It's starting to you can feel like a tenseness in your muscles, like leading up to the back of your skull.
Do you want me to drive?
You drive, but keep driving. Don't stop.
Oh, this truck does not have cruise control.
It does not.
I'm going to wedge my shoe on the gas and then climb over.
Well, here, just gun it and we'll coast.
Yeah.
And then
Someone give me a Dex and Drive roll.
I've got 3 in Dex, no drive.
Got a cat. So,
Do you want me to make the roll, or
what is your roll for that, Charlotte? Yeah, it's probably good that Harley would be the one doing that particular roll.
okay?
On the flip side of things, due to the fact that you're trying to do acrobatics apparently as well at the same time, you're going to get -1 dice from that.
Rousing Dex. I'm good. One, 2, 3 successes.
You're kind of able to keep it on the road. Fortunately, there's no cars coming in the opposite direction.
I figured it would be good because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, when you go across the line, as you drift, as you're both trying to like scamper over and / under each other to get from one seat to the next. Also fortunate that it's just the one seat across the entire cab as opposed to 2 different seats. Otherwise, it might have been a problem.
Slide across a set of buckets.
Yeah.
Yep.
How am I feeling now that it is no longer my decision to ignore fate?
You're still getting that feeling.
How's Harley feeling?
You're feeling great.
Ma'am, it's not affecting me. I can keep going if you want me to.
I'm gonna pull down the visor.
Okay.
Is there a mirror there?
There is.
Go to sleep.
It does not work because you cannot dominate yourself.
I cannot self-dominate.
It was a good attempt, though.
I tried. I think I gotta go back or my head's gonna explode.
Alright, and I bring the car to a stop.
There's something out there.
This better be a desert casket.
We're not... don't say that. I'm not ready for that.
I'm ready for it. If it's gonna mess up go-kart night, if it's gonna mess up Harley Charlotte Adventure, then it better be a freaking casket in the desert.
You know, that is the only thing that I would settle for, actually. Now that you bring that up, that is the only thing that I will settle for interrupting the go-kart adventure.
Yeah, I want a mummy curse or bust.
Mummy cursor? Okay. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. I will help you open it. How's that?
Thank you.
Okay. Well,
I hope it ends the world.
Sarcophagus adventure instead of go-kart adventure. And you know what, ma'am? And I make the stirrups. Hop on. You don't even have to ask. Just hop on.
I put my cowboy hat back on.
I'm not making the horse sounds.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'll do it myself.
Ran through Nosferatu with no name.
Wow. And that seems like a good time to take a bit of a break. So I'm going to deal with the cat and come back in about 5 minutes, everybody, and we will see what's on the other side. Maybe in the desert, maybe somewhere
Better
else.
be a mummy.
And come on back in 5, everybody. back, everybody. It has not quite reached that dramatically appropriate moment as of yet. So, the Nosferatu, Harley, is carrying Charlotte the Ventrue through the wilderness.
Following Charlotte's headache radar.
It's getting better in this direction.
Okay. And how long has Charlotte kept the comedic horse sound effects going?
She's been doing it in her head. She's being considerate.
Okay.
She's very considerate nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed this.
Yeah.
Between being nice to the people that we fed on and cleaning their disgusting trailer.
I think Harley's probably pulled out his phone and started playing old Western soundtracks on Spotify.
Oh, play Big Iron, please. Thank you.
There.
It's what I'm literally doing right now.
And Charlotte in her head is the two halves of coconut together. So you're wandering for at least half an hour. The truck that you, I'm guessing, left running or left on, left some lights on so you know where it is, fades into the background. You look up at something you haven't actually seen really since you were out at sea. It's just the starscape. There's nothing out here.
Storyteller.
That's me.
Just for detail's sake, we wouldn't happen to be heading towards Wormwood, would we?
You would be. And the dramatically appropriate moment has occurred. So Charlie had gone off to the casino early.
That's the plan.
Charlie won a bit of cash, give or take. And you are headed back, but you get this kind of weird feeling. It's almost like a premonition that you should... Is it that way? Or is it that... It seems when you're driving with the Uber driver that you had convinced to give you a ride, that where you're driving, it's almost like kind of like pinging a radar, where it's like they're over here and then it's coming closer, so they're almost right beside you, and there's a utility road that's coming up.
The more that we go, Uber drivers don't like to come off of their route too much, but either just keep pulling another $100 bill out of the case every time he starts to compare. Just another one until you finally get there.
And they pull off onto the utility road. They don't really want to, but you keep bringing out the $100 bills. And they're like, all right, I guess fine. Okay, fine, I'll drive that way. And then they drive out about a half an hour. And then the feeling is, it's almost like it feels like a blood connection that you're feeling. And the Uber driver is like, is that somebody getting a piggyback ride in the middle of a desert?
I think we're at the right spot.
Okay, do you want me to stop? Do you want me to pick them up? Or do you want me to...
Big iron! Big iron!
How about you stop here?
Okay.
Give me 5 minutes, and if I don't come back with them, then you can just leave.
Okay.
Okay. That's another $100 bill, and I get out.
He stops.
I'll take like the briefcase that I got from the casino, and just walk out towards them. Hi.
Destiny's calling.
Yeah, see, I told you, can't outrun it. Not even on a horse.
At some point, though, before we get into a little further, Charlotte is wearing a navy blue cowboy hat.
It's huge.
Harley is wearing a bright pink cowboy hat.
You got my note, right?
Yeah, we got a little sidetracked. And I put Charlotte down.
I left a note, and
I'm gonna start walking over towards Charlie. Ma'am,
this is not the casino.
We were going that way, and then
you missed.
Her and I were going to have a little bit of a we'll say depressurization session on some fucking go-karts, and then
I learned how to drive.
On the way there, which we were going to go to the go-karts and then go to the casino. We ended up here because Charlotte decided that she couldn't take the splitting headache from denying Destiny's call any longer, and so we stopped, and now we're heading...
We were heading towards Destiny, and then you were there. Surprise.
Okay, little lost. I just start like drawing in the sand. I draw like a little square, go, this is the town that we were in. Mm-hmm. And I draw a little south. This is the casino. And then I draw what I assume is way the fuck out west. and you're here.
It's actually up kind of northish, heading more towards Las Vegas.
Yeah, and you're here, so you can see how that's the opposite of on the way.
You left us to our own devices. This is what you get.
I gave you instructions.
This is the west.
I left instructions.
You said Vegas in the note. You said maybe Vegas.
And to be completely honest to you, a Sin City doesn't sound appealing to me anymore.
So Vegas is off.
When did I say?
Look, all right. So,
Storyteller, did I write Vegas on the note?
that was mentioned on the note.
Oh. I thought maybe I was being like allegorical. No, there was a casino like down the road.
It said maybe Vegas.
Oh, so you took that as a definite go ahead to piggyback into the desert.
Well,
who drove?
Okay, so there is a car.
Yeah,
I can tell that guy to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just wait him to go.
He leaves.
Yeah.
And I point back towards the direction that we came. We left our rusted out shit box back there.
I wish you'd led with that. I might not have told him to go.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least if we can get anybody to come out here, we can compensate them enough, but...
Well, yeah, so hey, did you at least have a good night?
Come on, $50,000.
Nice!
That's a very good night, actually.
Yeah, that's what the instructions were for, and you guys should have been there.
Yeah, what were... And I take the note and I show Charlie. What's the numbers on the bottom here? We couldn't crack this.
It's counting cards.
You could have just wrote that.
Oh, plus
No, I
one,
have to
plus
tell you how to
two.
count the
Oh,
cards.
I see it now. God. Plus one, plus two, plus... Oh, yeah. Shit. Yeah, I don't think I could do this in my head that quickly, though.
No, it's so they don't catch on and throw you out of the casino.
Oh. Yeah, this is not... No. I
Clouding people's memory only works so many times.
I didn't even think about doing that. I was, it's just going to be like old times. I was going to, hack the system while you...
I can work too.
Yeah. But...
Steal that poker chip?
They gave it to me. I didn't cash it out, so they gave it to me.
Oh.
How much is that chip worth?
It says 7.
So 7,000? Or just 7? No, okay, fine.
Is that platinum?
It says 7.
So, yeah, now, as far as like the Destiny thing goes,
Yeah.
Charlotte can speak more to that, but I just wanted to, now that you're here, I want to take the opportunity to point out that, ma'am, I know you can't see it, but you know that big spooky evil red star that I see in the sky all the time? We're walking towards it.
Great. That's where my headache is taking us, so...
Great. Quick question. Why?
Because it's giving me a headache to not go there.
Why walking?
Why did we get out of the car?
It's off-road in the desert.
What kind of car did you take?
A pick-em-up truck?
A 1950s Ford.
And you... Where's the truck?
I point.
Start walking back towards the truck.
It's about a half an hour walk, give or take.
I'm walking in that direction.
Yeah.
However far it is, it will take less time to get that and then start driving than it will to keep walking.
Is there any conversations going on whilst walking?
Oh
They
yeah.
catch up to me, sure.
Oh yeah. I'll follow. Yeah. We were going to take advantage of the free time and go karts.
Sure. Yeah, man. I imagine there isn't a whole lot of go-karting in Arizona.
So actually, Charlie, while we're filling the time here, Cleopatra got back to me about Father Murphy.
Okay. Where is he?
Ma'am?
Probably listening to My Chemical Romance or something.
Did you leave him in the car?
We left him in the trailer park.
Is there any guarantee that Socks is going to still be there when we get back?
Oh, Socks is gone. She left a note. They left a note too.
So he's just standing in a trailer park in Arizona.
Well, no, we sent him back to Y to get a hold of AAA so he could go retrieve the car that broke down on us.
Which is the one we're walking towards, or a different one?
No, we're walking towards a different one.
Okay. Well,
We got a car from a nice couple that we had Harley feed off of. He's not hungry right now.
Not my dinner, yeah.
that's good.
They're alive.
That's
And we
also
cleaned up their trailer.
that's even better. That's very nice. That's very nice of you. What did your contact get back to you about then?
So,
if he's not here,
all right, so about the only thing Cleopatra could find was about a month ago. There's CCTV footage of some, or a still image taken from CCTV. It's Father Murphy in tactical gear with an SI strike team, and Cleopatra thinks it was in a Bruja haven.
Where? In LA?
Storyteller, did Cleopatra actually notate where?
No, Seattle.
Yeah, the SI. Yeah, it was in Seattle. The SI facility.
Okay.
Pretend I said in Seattle.
Okay. All right. So no, it was in Seattle.
Uh-huh.
About a week after that, there's a picture of them walking into, drumroll please, a Pentex facility.
Destiny.
Which was then, about a week after that, hit by werewolves. And that's when Father Murphy reappears in the public eye in the church.
So, what is this, amnesia, or is he just in hiding?
I think he asked for amnesia.
Or it was forced on him. Working theory. He was in the SI.
He had a falling out.
He told us he had a conflict of conscience. He didn't agree with their methods and what they were doing, and so he left. He goes to Pentex, either voluntarily or involuntarily, to get his memory scrubbed. We assume that they're a big evil super science occult corporation. They can do shit like that.
And erase him from public record.
Yep. They would.
Well, that probably came with the SI stuff. But
possibly. It was either the SI or it was Pentex. Either one of those two could make it happen. And then while he's there, the facility's attacked, and he either escapes or is released.
Well, that would explain with when you guys found him with the werewolves.
It wasn't a werewolf per se, I think, was it, ma'am?
It was a were something, right?
Yeah.
It was a were something.
Either way, I mean, that's still pretty connected to me.
Yeah.
So
sounds like it was coming to finish a job.
Either way, I view this as a situation of a man who did bad things because he was only following orders, but then he had a conflict of conscience, a rebirth of sorts, and he found himself questioning the actions that he had been requested to do. So he went against those actions, and instead of simply leaving, he wanted to erase his memories of the badness that he used to do.
So that he didn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's a more plausible sounding theory than what we had originally.
I'm going to go ahead and roll with you on this one, but as somebody who also fought against people who were just following orders, it's statistically low that they actually were just following orders.
True. But
there's usually a reason there.
Yeah. So, because the other working theory we had was he is literally Jesus.
Okay, I mean, I guess I see how the first theory maybe tracks a bit more.
Yeah. So, I wanted to make sure you knew the score on that. I just found this information out tonight. I have got all of the information that Cleopatra sent me on my phone. You can take a look at it if you want. But I am content that this is the last concrete information we're going to get on Father Adrian Murphy.
Less to worry about except for when he's being a big dummy. But it's just, that he's being a big dummy on his own accord.
Fair.
Yeah, he's getting a little mouthy.
How so?
I think he just noticed the absence of sass in our group dynamic, and he's the one that feels like he needs to fill it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's everything then. What do we do then?
We get back to the truck.
Then with Father Murphy.
Well, I'm content with keeping him around. He's not a security red as far as I'm concerned.
Well, one of my main objections to him being here is no longer here with us, so I'm more inclined to keep him around. And to be honest, I'm more inclined to keep him around for more self-serving reasons.
How so? I mean, I also have self-serving reasons, but what are yours?
If he can cause that much damage with his inner light on a side, that's the kind of person I actually kind of would love to throw at Cervantes if we're going to have to get the girls back.
And now you see why I wanted him around in the first place.
Well, originally we hopefully weren't going to have to deal with Cervantes. We were running away.
Oh, come on.
There's more happenstance now.
We all knew that the showdown was going to happen sooner or later.
Something for later.
So, I mean, I was just being proactive. I mean, if you see the storm's coming, you board up the windows. You don't wait until it gets there to put saran wrap over the fucking... Yeah, no.
I was kind of hoping the storm was coming like in a year or so.
I mean, we're kindred. Why waste time?
Because we have time.
All the more time to, better prepare. Forewarned is forearmed and all that. But maybe it's a family thing. It's in the blood. Yeah.
Either way, now, in the now, yes, like he might be one of the good like secret weapons that we have here. He can actually do something, and I haven't heard a damn thing from our folks at the True Black Hand ever since we got enlisted into that. So I don't know what's up with that. And yeah.
Given that we're marching towards Wormwood, I have the feeling that they're going to be entering the chat here real soon.
Maybe. So and Charlie turned towards Charlotte and go, how can I help?
My headache getting worse as I'm walking away again.
As you're walking away, it's getting better. Yeah, it seems like the closer you would get to the thing, the more of a headache you would get.
So it wants me to go to go-karts.
What do you mean?
My headache's getting better as we're walking away. I guess we were just driving through the eye of the storm, which is why it was so bad.
Maybe.
Wait, hold on a second. Charlie, stop here for a second. Ma'am, let's keep walking.
Walking where?
Back towards the truck.
Okay. You don't have to tell me to avoid a headache.
And I'm keeping sure I'm marching Charlotte towards the truck, but I want Charlie to stay stationary. I want to see if Charlie is actually the cause of this.
Charlotte, you dex in athletics.
Why?
Sandworms.
And kindred. You didn't get any successes? So, with Harley's hand on your shoulder, you're walking, and then you just face plant. You tripped over something. Maybe it's the heels.
Oh, can I make any attempt to try to catch her?
Dex and athletics.
Okay.
I mean, You're wearing heels in the desert. Sheep base plants.
Damn it.
Comes kind of right out of your grip.
Ah, shit.
You don't take any damage because your fortitude rating is ridiculous.
Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. Oh, and I'm helping her up.
It's okay, my noble steed. It was my fault. I wasn't dressed for the desert.
Oh, well, she didn't have a trip over anything noticeable, did she? It's just some random rock.
There's something that is sticking out of the ground that is kind of pyramid-like shaped.
Destiny!
Permission to touch the destiny, ma'am.
What's going on?
We found the pyramid in which the sarcophagus, which the mummy's curse will ascend from.
I'm sorry, the what?
I stopped asking questions about a half hour ago.
Walking towards them. Do you mean the sarcophagus from your dream?
Well, I just assumed if I was having a headache and he wasn't having a headache, then it must be the dream sarcophagus, right?
Wasn't something bad in that?
To be determined.
I pick up the pyramid thing.
And now we have a pyramid. Socks wrote with hieroglyphs, so it's all on brand.
You can't pick up the pyramid thing. You bend over to go to pick it up, but it's sticking out of the ground. Like if you go to dust off more stuff.
It's like an iceberg.
It's like the corner of something that's sticking out of the ground.
Holy shit. I can't. Oh, okay.
Only we had somebody that could move through the ground. Too soon?
Are we honest to God gonna dig this thing up?
Yes! Destiny!
Harley's already digging.
Oh, God. Son of a... And Charlotte, can you hold this? I just hold the briefcase out to her.
Is it money?
It is money. Can you hold this?
I will.
Thank you. And I'm going to rouse horde form.
Okay.
You're going to make some shovel hands?
Oh, God, yeah.
Some mole arm?
I'm going full earth mover with this. Yeah, that's that. All four of my things are going into like strength and like earth mover appendages.
Sloth claws, just digging.
Yeah, just big fucking like high alive scoop type things.
Oh, this is
I'm really just
horrible.
boom.
Eventually, you essentially get it.
I'm at hunger too.
Excavated. Charlie, don't do that.
Aren't you usually telling me to do stuff?
This is different.
Why? Why is it different?
This helps the enemy.
How?
I can't tell you.
I need to know because I have to be able to tell them to stop somehow.
This helps the enemy. Don't.
Who is the enemy?
The Ventru.
Which side is the Ventru on?
Unknown.
Then how are they the enemy?
Because they have always been the enemy.
Which side are you on?
I am on my own side.
Then everybody's your enemy.
Yes.
I keep digging.
Eventually you get it essentially excavated, and it's basically the corner of it was sticking up, so you can kind of dig out, and it would shift eventually to kind of be semi-flat on this particular surface, and it is a sarcophagus that is a little bit larger than human-sized.
I knew it!
Holy shit.
Be careful not to touch it. Nobody can touch it. I think, if I remember correctly in the dream. I think they died.
Give me a wits and occult roll. Actually, intelligence and occult for Cassandra, or for Charlotte. For Cassandra. Yeah, Cassandra, get in here and roll.
Cassandra, get in here.
Oh, actually, Harley is going to immediately start trying to
you know what?
work on the symbols.
Also, before you roll, what's your occult?
Malkavian. This is happening.
0.
Cool. You're gonna roll with awareness instead, as I use my coterie merit, which is
Actually,
is 3 for me.
What is your highest skill?
Not 2.
Politics.
Sure.
You could use politics. Actually, that kind of fits. Honestly,
It would, yeah.
that kind of
so
works.
intelligence, politics. That's a good ass roll. Okay.
This is going to be a lot of dice. Going to get some dice ASMR going.
That's 6 successes.
Any crits or anything?
Yes, 1 crit.
Okay. So
1 crit being 2 0 or 2 10s.
okay. So you think back on your dream. As soon as you mention the dream, you're like, okay, nobody touch it. No, wait, hold on. It wasn't that nobody should touch it. It's that the worthy can touch it.
Oh, and I was definitely worthy. I'm gonna touch it.
I have not been told this, so I'm putting like the excavator hands in like between her and because I haven't shifted out yet, between her and the sarcophagus. I'm like over it and going.
No, it's okay. This is a part of the dream. You weren't there, but I was there, and the sarcophagus was there, and I touched it, and it was fine.
Walking around just to put myself in between, I'm then going to drop horde form so I can talk and just go.
This was awesome, but horrible, by the way.
It usually is.
Horrible.
Why does that sound like a good idea to just touch this thing?
Because no matter what we do, we end up exactly where we're supposed to go, and I had a dream about this, so.
What happens if Harley touches this or I touch this?
I don't think you should. Only the worthy can touch it.
And what does that mean?
I don't know, but I know that I am worthy and that nobody else is. I think the kids call it goated. That's what I am.
Do I have any chance on deciphering the symbols on this?
Intelligence and occult.
Okay.
How's your ancient Enochian?
I don't have a specialty in that, if that's what you're asking.
That's pretty much what I was asking you.
I don't. I have an occult of 3.
This occult roll brought to you by our merch shop.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
There are some symbols that you kind of recognize.
Mm-hmm.
These are old symbols. Really old. This one over here looks like it could be the Salubri clan symbol. This one over here, can't quite tell, but this is the old Ventru symbol. It's just the scepter.
I'm actually pointing these out as I'm going through. Hey, got some actually very familiar. I mean, for this thing being supposedly as old as it is, I mean, this thing's got some relatively recent iconography on it.
Oh, so it's not that old?
Well, I mean, it's old, but the fact that these symbols appear on this and also in relatively modern knights. In Destiny!
This feels... It feels dangerous.
Yeah. What hasn't been dangerous yet? Since literally day one, taking this job was dangerous, Charlie.
I mean, we signed the pain waiver when we joined.
Storyteller, I'm just gonna like close my eyes, just sort of look exasperated. I'm trying to push for the across the web in the cobweb. I'm trying to reach as far as I can to who I assumed was Akanis, and just go, yes or no, is this what you meant by helping? It's all internal.
I'm going to get a roll.
Okay.
This is going to be another one of them Malkavian rolls. Let's go with stamina and craft.
Two.
You mentally take a pause. You reach out across the web, and it is a extremely strange feeling, even for a Malkavian. This is something you've never experienced before. It's like you can almost get the exact sense of when Malkavians across the world on your half of the planet are falling asleep and waking up. And all of them seemingly are giving you this expression.
I don't know if that's good. I don't know if that's good.
For everyone who can't see that particular expression, it's them with their hands underneath their chin, looking at Charlie as if they're expecting something to happen soon.
Oh, that could go either way. I just shake it off, look at Charlotte, and just take a step to the side. I take my briefcase back first.
There's a minor struggle.
Where we're going, we don't need money.
You sure you're Ventrue?
It's all Bitcoin.
Speaking of being a Ventrue, though, now that Charlie has stepped out of the way, you're getting this overwhelming sense of righteousness. That this is something that belongs to you because this is your birthright.
Yeah. It's mine. It's my thing. And so, how is this thing situated? It's just kind of
right
in the
now.
Middle of
It's kind of flat because once you dug out a certain portion of it, it kind of would slide over so that it is top end up.
I'll reach out with both hands and touch I assume it's got a big, heavy sliding top.
Yeah.
I'm going to touch it to see if I'm not immediately smote. And then I'm just going to push it off if I can.
There's hesitation there a little bit. You're reaching out. You hover. You can almost feel like it's almost like a static charge you're feeling as you get closer and closer. Then you touch it. There's no smiting. And then you put your back into it. Give me a strength and athletics.
Okay. I can rouse, right?
You can. Now I'm just getting an image of pushing and like the heeled shoes kind of pushing.
All right, that's 3.
The top kind of adjusts. You can hear like kind of the sliding on sandstone, but it doesn't quite open yet.
Looking at this, I'm just going to walk up behind Charlotte and go, Charlotte, do you trust me?
Yeah.
Do you want to be able to open this?
Yeah.
Great. Don't move, and I'm sorry in advance. I'm going to put my hands like right on the back of her neck to touch skin to skin. I'm going to start flesh crafting. I'm aiming to do stat redistribution. I want to put as much strength into Charlotte as possible. I want this one to be jacked.
Finally, I get to know what it's like to be jacked.
Giant Brock Lesnar shoulders.
I do get hungrier again, but let's see how I roll with this.
Don't do it, Charlie.
I kind of have to now.
Stop doing that. Charlie, you're helping the enemy.
I'm helping my friend.
Who is the enemy? She will betray you.
So far, so good. I got 5 critical.
Okay. What stats are you redistributing?
I'm going to leave that up to Charlotte because every point that I put into strength is going to come out of another attribute.
And I don't think you have many physical to shift around.
Not physical.
No, you have let the mental stats move through as well previously, like with the voice box thing.
Yeah.
Let's get. So how many do I get to move?
With my successes, I can get you up to 5 strength, but it's as many as you want to move.
Okay. If I think 5 will get me. If I get to strength 5, I think we can work with that. So
you'll be one of the strongest people on the planet. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'll drop my composure.
Okay. That also drops your willpower. Yeah. So dropping your composure also drops your willpower.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't. That won't come back to bite me.
Nah. Okay. So then, just like fingers sink in, and you can just see like muscle tone defining all across her body.
Tybo's really starting to pay off.
and I'll release right as she gets ready to push again.
And your strength is still roused, so now your strength is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Big and jacked.
And then your athletics, which I believe is 0.
Yeah. Sure.
But you got 7 dice. 7 dice to throw around.
That is 6 with a crit, so 7.
You can feel the strength now in your limbs. You've got the Brock Lesnar shoulders now.
You can say mace shoulders.
You've got the mace shoulders now.
You.
The Dio Madden shoulders, if you will. And you've never actually experienced this much strength out of the slender form that is Charlotte Arden, and you keep your hands on there and you just push, and it slides over and kind of falls over on an angle on the other side, and there's a large just kind of puff of dust that ends up all over you and whoever happens to be in the vicinity.
Elder dust. Spicy.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? You're in the desert. I'm allowed to say that. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head. No, I'm kidding. It's you look in the box and there's still kind of dust that has been kicked up that is moving around. You kind of brush that away, and you look in, and there is a kindred in here, as far as you can tell. But its face is sunken, but you kind of realize that if you feed it at all, that it would possibly come back. But it has like what looks like ancient armor on, and it has a shield in front of it. It looks like it's been kind of buried this way, and it is the shield has a very ornate gold kind of design on it that looks like a scepter.
Guys, there's a guy in here.
That's usually what sarcophaguses are for.
Sarcophagi.
I would like here, storyteller, to see if I can make an estimate on how old this dude is, just based off of the ornamentation and whatnot.
Intelligence and occult.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at our chat on Discord. Yeah, it's
spending a willpower. This is already a bad roll, but I'm spending a willpower anyway.
Sure, go nuts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a messy crit.
5 on a messy crit. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to eat that, but I don't know. Diablerie.
No. This Diablerie would not end well for anyone attempting that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. You and I are in agreement that that's a bad idea. Good.
We're not. No. Yeah,
wait.
You should eat that.
No, I should. No.
See, okay, let me explain something to you. For the last couple of seasons, I've been telling you to eat shit. And now you don't want to eat shit? And you think we're in agreement? Like, fuck, man.
Well, see, I was under the impression that you thought that eating this guy was a bad idea.
No. Yeah, I think eating this guy is a great idea.
Well, No, this
Come on.
No, it's not going to happen. How old is this fucker? How old is this fucker?
How many successes again? 7?
Yeah, that was 7 on a messy crit.
You
or
can sort of see
5 out of messy crit, but yeah.
You can sort of see that they, if you've seen some old history textbooks. Seems to be maybe Carthaginian. Yeah, sure, that sounds right. From Carthage ish era.
Okay, so we're talking like Roman Empire era.
Give or take.
Classical historical era. Okay. Alright. So, alright, dude's like 2,000 years old. Give or take a couple of centuries.
So should I feed him or eat him?
I don't have a great memory on this, but didn't somebody say that whoever would be in something like this would be a bad idea?
Oh. I'm trying to remember who said that.
Well, if none of us can remember, it couldn't have been that important, right?
I mean, it probably is. It's a sarcophagus buried in a desert that has however old.
Oh, I know. Charlie. Take a bite.
What?
Take a bite.
What do you mean?
I need to have a conference.
Okay.
I haven't been hungry in like months. Just Take a bite.
Okay, sure. I'll drop down to 2 hunger. What was this?
I'm in a hole.
Okay. Like, I'm not biting on your arm. What the hell?
See my armpit?
We don't kink shame here.
No.
What are you attempting to get in this conference, Charlotte Beast?
I just want to talk to my beast.
Charlotte.
Hey, boss.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
I found this sarcophagus with this 2,000-year-old like cartilage guy or something.
Right.
And I've been getting these headaches since we've been driving in the desert. You were in there, so you know this, so I don't really need to explain.
Right.
Just, what would you do in this situation? Not invest in the Dogecoin, but as a maverick of the business world, what would you do?
Well, I would give me a call, and then I would show up there, and I would take that off your hands for you.
Oh, yeah, but you remember, you're in my head, so you also were there for the dream where, like, you were there, actually. Right. You were literally there in the dream, and you were like, nobody is worthy except for Charlotte, and I'm Charlotte, so I don't think you need to.
You should probably eat something.
I'm good. I'll eat something.
And then give me a call. And then I'll show up there and I'll take that off your hands for you.
Oh, so you want it?
Yeah.
Well, why can't I have it then? I feel like it's like, I got this feeling like in my guts, it's like my birthright or something. Like it's something I deserve.
I'm aware. Mm-hmm.
So why are you going to take it from me? Like, I thought we were cool.
Because I'm your sire.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, in so facto, if it's your birthright as a Ventru, it's my birthright as a Ventru. So you should just give me a call, go have something to eat, and then I'll show up and take that off your hands for you.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen me lately, but I've been working out a little bit, and I just feel like
you look like one of them wrestlers.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to take this inheritance off my hands. But what would you do in this situation? Like, okay, say I am going to call you, which I totally am. I'm going to call you. You're going to take this off my hands. What are you going to do with this old guy corpse?
Then I'm going to protect it.
Protect it?
Yeah. Because it's a Ventru thing. We should have control of this.
Well, I have control of it right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right? It's both of our birthrights.
So what you're saying is I should load this up in a pickup truck and drag it around with me.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll eat.
That's the last you hear about that.
All right, guys, we got to protect this thing.
Hey, you know, be a great way to protect it.
Oh.
Hide it, like in the sand, in the desert, where nobody can find it.
But I found it, like, completely by accident.
We need to hide it better. Look, because more than likely, if this thing was like stashed when dude ended up in the box here, I mean,
that's probably pretty far from Rome or whatever,
exactly.
Right? Well, they shoot him in a cannon.
So they thought of, hey, no one will ever come here. Let's stash dude here. And fast forward a couple of thousand years.
And people came here.
And now it's kind of like, no child or no man from woman born. And yet, the technicalities and the prophecies and whatnot. he needs to get relocated.
Who even is he? Why are we wanting to relocate a strange guy in a box that we found in the sand?
Well, look at him. He's got Ventrue stuff on.
And?
Okay,
he might be my dad. Dad.
So, Ventrue, around the time of the war with Carthage, I mean, he's more than likely, we'll say, I'm just going to ballpark this, he's probably 5th, maybe 6th generation. Maybe older.
I mean, you've got like a weird old Malkavian guy that you talk to. Why can't I have?
He's incorporeal.
I mean, I'm incorporated as well, but that's neither here nor there.
Do you speak Latin, ma'am?
No.
He does.
Do you?
No.
He probably speaks exclusively.
Only Latin. So if we do wake him up, we can't talk to the guy.
No, he'll wake up hungry and confused and
Kill all 3 of us.
Why don't we take him to like a pizza place or something? They speak Italian and have pizza.
I mean,
dialectical difference.
Yeah. Would they be able to converse? Maybe, but you're only going to be able to understand like half of what is said.
What was the rest of your dream regarding this thing?
I opened it.
Okay.
There was a big flash of light.
Haven't gotten that yet.
And then I woke up.
Okay, so opened it, fade to white.
Yeah.
Okay, you've sufficiently accomplished your dream.
Yeah, that's kind of depressing when you put it like that.
So what are we doing here? Is this supposed to be... Okay, my dream led us into the desert in the first place and wound up finding socks and getting that vision quest of things to do. Yours led you here to this thing, so it's supposed to be leading us towards things that are supposed to help us with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Socks was talking about how they could maybe get some of the, like get our friends back out of this pit that they're in if we get back to them. So how does this help you? How does this help us? That's the point of this, right? Yeah.
Maybe this is like this is the kindred version of calling your big brother as backup.
I'm not super smart on the vampire society stuff, but I get the feeling that he's not really a team player kind of guy.
Right. Nobody liked him. They shot him in the desert in America. He's from Rome. So nobody likes us. So outcast. Hey,
third option. He's currency. We keep him for when we need him to trade for something else.
Is this not going to be a giant target on us?
Like we don't already have one.
I'm talking about from like everybody else.
I repeat my argument. I mean, how much more fucked could we get, Charlie?
Probably plenty. Mathematically speaking.
True. I mean, look, I have no vested interest in what we do with this guy. Ma'am, this is all on you. He's, in theory, your great, however many generations grandsire. You do with them what you will, and I'm just here to help out. I am a tool. I am a tool to be used in your fulfilling your destiny, ma'am.
You said it's a big sarcophagus, right? Is he like filling it out?
He is, yeah.
Ooh,
Like this is a tall dude. He's like 6'7", somewhere around there.
Well, it's not that tall.
He doesn't have mace-like muscles, if that helps as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's why he's got armor. Charlotte's going to look around, and then she's going to just hop in.
What are you doing?
I'm not gonna wake him up. I'm just gonna see if, I don't know, maybe there's a psychic field or something. Maybe we can talk in our dreams. I had a dream. Martin Luther King.
Just be careful he doesn't wake up somehow.
Oh yeah, then we're all screwed.
Are you looking down at this particular individual?
Yes.
You're looking down, and in your kind of typical Charlotte fashion, you're trying to psychically connect with this particular person. And they're laying there. One of their eyes opens. And you can hear in your head something that it's not English. It's not any language that Charlotte knows. But you can feel what it is that they're saying. What year is it?
I'm going to think back at him so that nobody realizes that I'm talking to this corpse. 2022.
Where is this?
Far from where you're from, I think.
Have the ancients awakened?
Ancienter than you?
Yes.
I'm gonna pop my head out. Hey guys, do we know of any ancients that have awakened?
yes.
Yes.
We do?
Which ones?
Which ones?
There was the Weekend Nightmares bullshit back in '99. That was the Ravnos Antediluvian, if I recall correctly.
Ravnos Antediluvian.
Was that the nuclear strike thing?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird week, month, year, whatever, however long that was. That time was like a blur.
Thinking back to it, Charlie, that was... You get flashes of that week, but you're still not quite sure what happened during those 7 days.
I was in Ontario.
My memory's real fuzzy from that period of time too, but I know for a fact that's at least that's the scuttlebutt that Harley heard on the Nosferatu lore network.
So just the one then?
That I know of.
And then he got blown up.
Right.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one. He got blown up. There's some other weird stuff going on, but there's a lot you'd have to catch up on. You don't even know what the Facebook is.
What is a Facebook?
If you promise not to go crazy and kill me, I'll wake you up and I'll show you all of the wonders of the new world.
Just one ancient has arisen.
Just one, but he's been taken care of.
The Ravnos. Antediluvian?
Mm-hmm.
On my sarcophagus, there is a section, and you're getting like a mental flash of where they're pointing out. It's down by the feet. And if there's like you push in something and then something else will pop out, take that. That is the blood of Zapdoris.
Okay. What do I do with it?
That is the blood of that ancient.
I'm gonna shuffle over down to the feet and press the little button.
There's a little, it looks like kind of like a teardrop crystal that has some like extremely viscous liquid in it. And it has a necklace that is around.
It's like, this is for me. I knew something here was mine.
What is that?
Yeah, you all see Charlotte go down to the foot and hit something, and something pops open.
Really, really, really old blood.
Okay.
Like how old?
Zapteros, was it?
Zapathestra.
Zapathestra. Sorry.
I don't. I mean, I know.
Did you know that telepathy was real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that I could do it?
No.
It's the blood.
It's the blood.
Use it only in the direst of circumstances.
It says to hold on to it. I shouldn't have it now.
Okay, so we dug up a sarcophagus in the desert so a sleeping vampire could give you Zebediah's blood.
Is that the...
Zapathurus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be helpful. Your thing helped you.
Zapatos.
Zapatos.
That means shoes.
So
And he asked me about Facebook, but
he's yeah, okay.
nobody needs their grandparents on Facebook. Am I right?
Sure.
Uh-huh. What does he want us to do with him?
Does he want us to put him back?
Do you want to go back?
Put me in a safe place.
Or you want to stay asleep?
Preferably.
He wants to stay asleep, but he wants to stay asleep someplace safe.
So we hide him again. Okay.
I mean, I could dig deeper, I guess, but
It's pretty shallow.
I guess I could dig it deeper.
Can you put him under our new trailer park?
Probably. I think there are people there.
Yeah, they're asleep now. It's late.
Worst case scenario, you've got me. I mean, I can move stuff big rocks out here that someone else would normally need a piece of equipment to move.
And I'm still jacked.
You dig a hole, we can pile a shitload of rocks on top of them, and we'll be set.
Are there caves nearby or something? We can collapse one?
That's another option, yeah. Your call. I'm sure we could, can we touch the sarcophagus and not end up smitten? It's going to kind of dictate how we handle this going forward.
I'm going to hop out and I'm going to touch the sarcophagus. I'm going to point a finger out for them to touch my finger and see if they get shocked.
Don't know if it works like that, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
You both touch.
Yeah.
Charlotte, like the finger is bigger because it's jacked, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna tentatively. I'm gonna reach out, put my hand on the lid. Maybe if I can find the Nosferatu. Ooh, if I can find the Nosferatu symbol on the lid, I might put my finger on it.
There's no Nosferatu symbol on the lid.
Okay.
So you're gonna touch it?
Yep.
Just double checking as a storyteller. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Go into a Google search and look up Mr. Gon's character sheets.
Oh, yeah. Waiting for that gag. There we go.
I bring gifts to my players. Here's the new character sheet. So you reach out. You're like, think it's nearby, and you're gonna touch it. And then you touch it. There's nothing.
Okay. I'm patting my hand on it a few more times just to be sure.
Then you explode.
Okay. I accept this demise with a full heart.
It's worth it.
Okay, so all right, we can do this. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and rouse for prowess.
Alrighty.
I fail. Hunger 2.
You're not eating them then? Is that what you're doing?
No, he wants to get put back in the ground someplace.
Well, that's stupid. That seems like a waste. Just fucking eat them.
Look, he's a really old, super powerful Ventru.
And
I mean, if I were to
look, that's good eating right there.
Yeah, but you know, it stands to reason that I would not be able to psychically withstand.
Look, pal, you're new at this.
Yeah.
How are you gonna take on Sir, whatever his name is, if you're not willing to make the sacrifice play?
Speaking of sacrifice plays, if I were to make a move right now, I guarantee you both Charlie and Charlotte would make sure that didn't happen, and I would probably not see the next night. So, no. I'm going to respectfully decline your suggestion to diabolarize this Ventru Elder.
Unacceptable.
So, having activated prowess, I'm basically I'm gonna put the lid back on if there's no objections and lift this thing up, and I'm gonna cart I'm gonna cart it wherever we need it to go.
Before Charlotte gets out, though, the eye is still open.
Anything else before I go?
If you seek your friends, you will need the blood. And then the eye closes.
Cryptic. Charlie?
Huh?
He mentioned our friends.
Okay. What?
He said if we seek them, we'll need the blood. So I'm going to hold on to this. I'm sure that'll make sense at some point in a later episode.
I mean, you already had the blood. Why would he tell you that you need the blood if you already had the blood?
I think this blood, this new blood.
That's what I mean. Like you got it in your hand, and then he said, if you seek your friends, you need the blood. Is there more blood?
No, as in that's usage instructions.
I think that's how I'm gonna find them. Yeah, or get them back.
I'm assuming this is happening while Charlotte is crawling out of the sarcophagus. After you're out and Harley puts the lid back on, you can hear in your mind, Charlotte, if you seek to break the cycle of Gehenna and destiny, you will need the blood.
Oh, this is for killing destiny.
The blood of a clan founder would do that.
We could stop being destined for stuff.
Is that who Zabulba is?
I believe so. The name tracks.
I don't know that one. I don't know most of them, to be fair, but I don't know that one.
Well, it's. I mean, for publicity's sake, I mean that's the most public an antediluvian's ever been.
Oh, it's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the Week of Nightmares right there.
I didn't know his name.
Yeah. Yeah, he woke up. Shit hit the fan over in India. Boom. And then the Ravnos killed themselves, and I point up at Wormwood, even though they can't see it. And then that's when that fucker showed up.
So how did this guy get his blood?
2,000 years of history, who knows? The important thing is we've got it now. We've got what we came for. I think.
Sure.
Ma'am,
$50,000 in weird blood.
I mean, typical night in Vegas.
What more would you want?
So much. Where are we burying this guy?
And I mean, I'm just the luggage handler at this point in time. You two find a good spot, and I'll get him done.
Is there a neat cave?
Is there any service out here, storyteller?
Not at all.
Okay, then I'm just gonna pull up Google Maps, and even though I can't pinpoint anything, I'm just gonna zoom in on the area, just look for landmass.
There is something just a little bit north of here. It's maybe kind of a hill that seems rocky.
How far are we from the truck?
You were still about 15 minutes walk away from the truck.
All right. Well, if you want to get the truck, there's something north of here.
Let's do it.
Efficiency's sake, I'll just lug him back to the truck, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, okay, we can do that. I mean, it's 15 minutes north of here, so.
I'll take a breather. You'll go get the truck. I'll keep him company. You can just snag me, and then we'll go.
Don't go eating him.
I promise you, that's not going to happen.
I know the thought hasn't even crossed your mind.
It's my beast would beg to differ, but no, I fully know that eating this guy would very well not go according to plan. So I'm good. I'm actually going to be spending my time documenting as much of the sarcophagus. While they're getting the truck, I'm basically going over it with my phone. I'm taking pictures. I'm doing sketches. I'm doing everything I can to get as much documentation on this as I possibly can.
Okay. And the getting of the truck, easy enough to do. You don't quite make it back on the road in the same spot, but when you look down the road, you can see the lights on from the truck that you left on. And you're easily able to basically find a place to put it in that particular hole / cave.
Yeah. And then once we put it in there, I'm going to horde form again, and I'm just going to like cave this thing in on top of it. With my
a lot.
Yes. Yeah, just maxing out all of my stats, just bam, and just rocks fall, everything gets crushed.
Charlotte, in your head you hear, ow. No, I'm kidding.
Like, I didn't even wake you up.
Son of a bitch, somebody just dropped a cave on me.
Harley would have stashed him far enough back to where any potential falling rocks wouldn't have landed on it.
Yeah.
We didn't even get his name.
You probably couldn't pronounce it.
Could have asked him about a Canis. Think they might have known each other?
Do you think they got along?
I don't know. I mean, adventure that age, Malkavians, they got along at the time, didn't they?
Hard to say. I don't really know the story behind that.
All I know is you mentioned Carthage and the Brewhog get all piss and vinegar over something, so
yeah,
more so than usual.
Yeah.
So we've got the blood, we've got this significant archaeological find properly hidden again. Where do we go from here?
Your dream?
And what was yours again?
Well, I mean, my dream, we're already kind of, doing it. It was like the Father Murphy thing. Doing the whole charity, getting, using that as a sort of a means to
No,
an
you
end.
had two. I was jealous, I remember.
Okay, well then,
I don't fully remember the Vision Quest dream. As far as the Hall of Mirrors, I don't fully remember the particular details of that.
For the Hall of Mirrors,
Yeah.
It was just different things were happening.
Yeah,
it was kind of leading you. Yeah,
It was nothing of consequence. It was just information confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as the two things I saw, it was the church thing, and then it was the thing that I really don't want to do, and that was, it involved Nyx, and it was the whole Nyx's throne room. I got
the crown thing.
Yeah, I got onto the throne and I put the bone crown on, and it pierced my skin, and I was bleeding.
well, we're not going back to Vancouver.
No,
But we do have a guy that can make bones into a crown.
I'm not wearing a bone crown right now. But no, that was, to me, that part of the dream isn't as clear as the first part. To me, it almost felt like a warning. But then again, who knows? At the end of the day, though, Nyx wasn't a Nosferatu. But they were posing as one, so there's the usual Nosferatu, deception and whatnot at play. But I mean, I took the dream as a thorough warning that, you know, getting involved in my clan's politics is going to come with a price. And that's, I mean, if anyone's going to be trying to avoid their destiny out of this, that is something I do not want to get mixed up in. At least, shit. Who knows? It might even be necessary now. I just remembered about the Niktuku, and we might even need their help to get out of it. As far as I know, I'm just gonna go with the flow. And if my dream presents itself, then all right, we'll take it.
At this point, I'm not above throwing some batshit Avengers group at Cervantes just to get this over with.
So, do you want me to reach out?
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I don't know where we're going next. We were supposed to go into the desert, and I guess we finished going into the desert, so now we get Father Murphy and go back to San Diego? Where the boat is? I don't know. I don't know.
I think maybe if we... Okay, let's just take things one step at a time. Let's get back to Father Murphy. We'll get back. Yeah, you can check out the new trailer court that is now the full property of Charlotte Industries.
I bought it.
Yeah. Get to know the neighbors. And then we'll see what happens when we get back.
Okay.
So, Harley's probably gonna hop in the bed of the pickup and let Charlie and Charlotte ride up in the cab. At least I'm assuming.
Right.
At least I'm assuming we were going to be heading out of here.
I'm assuming that. I don't know.
We'll get Father Murphy and then go wherever.
Up to all of you. So, as they leave the former cave entrance, now caved-in cave entrance, this seems like a good place to call off this particular episode.
Yay!
Jewelry.
Is it though?
Yeah.
They had strange blood. We have strange blood. Strange blood everywhere.
Everybody's got strange blood. So thank you all for viewing this particular episode, and for any bits and or subscriptions that you have sent our way. It's always appreciated. The pay goes to all the people on all of the streams, because we're kind of split up for this particular season. So I'm going to do a quick outro of all the vampire people, and we can raid on over to wherever it is that we happen to be raiding today, because I think the other vampire game is out for the moment. So let's get Zach the intro or outro, because Zach wasn't here at the beginning of the episode.
Hi, I'm Zach Rivaldo. That's my Twitter handle. I've got links over there. You can usually find me on Tuesdays on ATL by Night when we are in session. Apart from that, I've been on a bit of ultraviolence over on Gehenna Gaming. The final episode is going to be on Monday, if my timing is right on when this is airing. So check out all the back episodes and the finale on Gehenna Gaming. Finale on Monday night. And I'm going to be at Virtual HorrorCon, running a game called Don't Rest Your Head. It's a horror game from the early 2000s. I've never played it before. The players I've brought in have never played it before. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting, and it's hopefully going to be a little scary. And later tonight, over on Carrion Comfort Studios, we haven't quite decided on the time yet. We're looking like about 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. I am running a Vampire the Masquerade one-shot. So in a few hours from now, over on Carrion Comfort Studios. It's starring Robo from TTRP Gifts, Smoke, Sarah B. Strange, and Vinvox. And it's called The Bad Night. 4 vampires are rolling into Tempe, Arizona, and surely everything's going to go great for them. We'll see you over there.
Every time vampires show up anywhere near Arizona, it's always a great time.
It's the climate.
It's a dry heat. Brennan.
Hello. I am Brennan. I was Charlotte. Those are my links. Good night.
Patrick.
Hi, Patrick Gill, creative director of Martlet Games. Speaking of dry heat, well, here in Iowa we have the wet heat. Anyways, got a lot of stuff.
Moist heat.
Yeah, moist heat. Thank you. Shout out to Prince. But anyways, let's see here. We should be having London's Bleeding starting up on the Martlet channel here sometime very, very soon. The scheduling gods have not been kind, and this production's basically taking the whole year to do. But hey, it's almost ready to go. Other than that, you can buy my book. Sarah over at Martlet and Tyler Rose, we teamed up and did Bloody Awful Business, which is a supplement for Vampire the Masquerade, dealing with the circulatory system. Deals with the ins and outs of the organization. It's got pre-generated characters, lore sheets, story ideas, narrative, plot idea. It's got everything in it. Enjoy. Have fun. Love you all. Good night.
And this guy's Storyteller Steve. There's a bunch of stuff that's on break right now, I think. Our regular vampire game is on break. Our changeling game is on break. And there's I can't remember if this is the week for the break of the D&D game, so I think we're taking the week off for the most part. But tune into our YouTube, which is over there, for all of our stuff that we upload everything, and check out all of our back episodes. We will have more stuff up there soon, and we will have Vampire coming back soon. So yeah, I might do some one-shots. Who knows? If you want to be in a one-shot, let me know. We might do some. We will be back here next week with the ladies, who may have some special guests. Dun dun dun. So thank you once again for everybody for watching, and we will see you next week.